Hello. Yeah, we can start the event. It's live on YouTube. Thank you. Ready? You can start.
On my own, I will just create. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I'll create something else. I don't have limitations on what I think I could be or am. These are the precious words by Oprah Gail Winfrey. A very good morning to one and all present here. My name is Sweetie Singh. It brings me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this panel discussion, Women Entrepreneurship, Empowering the Empowered. Women are now in every possible field you can imagine. However, number is quite low in comparison with men. There are a lot of reasons to not opt for jobs, let alone plan to start their own business. This discussion helps to aim, break the myths, inspire, motivate the women, and to make things clear for and about female entrepreneurship. Today we have with us these wonderful ladies who are going to put forth their views about different things. But before that, I would request Mr. Praveen Saneja, Director General, Technology Business Incubator, NIET University, some grace to this event with his speeches.
Good afternoon and welcome. And first, at the outset, let me thank all the panelists, Latika, Saumya, Pallavee Aggarwal, Pallavi Barnwal, and Aparna Mishra, for picking up and sparing your valuable time to come and join the hands with TBA on this noble cause. Now, I would also like to thank Technology Business Incubator Center NIT for choosing such a noble subject and bringing really empowering the women to put their voice forward and take forward strides. Now, as Viti said, that we have felt in last 20-30 years in every sphere of the society. And if you take sports or in international events, probably they are beating the men folk with with huge margin. Now we take armed forces, they have started joining us there and they are guarding our borders. If we take industry, if we take businesses, there are a number of examples, Indira Nui, Ritu Kumar, Pia Paul, Kiran Majumdar, Vandana Luthra, and so on and on. In banking sector also, they have brought great laurels to the country. But when we really look at the ratio in our country and vis-a-vis some advanced countries, we have miles to go. If I take the example of our own college, the female in our kind of college are about 15-16% today, while the 84% the men folk. But I would still congratulate TBA that out of these 16%, out of 27 incubators that they seeded till now, 5 of them have been women, which basically becomes about 20%. So as many join our college, at least they are doing better than the men folk in terms of percentage term. Though the number is dismal, and we have to go and do much more. So I thank TBA and all the panelists to be with us and talking about this noble subject. I am sure this is going to greatly motivate all the people who are joining the session. And for that, I would like to thank those also who are joining this and trying to gain out of this discussion. Thank you all, and I'm sure next 50 minutes is going to be the wonderful time that they are going to have. Thank you.
Please unmute your Sweetie. Please unmute your audio. Please unmute your audio.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir, for your valuable words. Before moving forward, I would like to inform you that you can post your questions in the chat box or on Facebook and will be answered accordingly at the end of this event. Now moving on, I would like to hand over the session to the moderator of the event, that is Mrs. Aparna Mishra. She is a corporate professional since 18 years, having worked in TOI, Revlon, and Reliance Communications, and an entrepreneur for 11 years. Now a business coach and a mentor, mentoring many startups and women entrepreneurs in sales, strategy, marketing, and operational domains. She's the founder of CWE and Women Shine. A big welcome to her.
Thank you, sweetie, for a lovely introduction. And it's my pleasure to moderate and, in fact, interview such wonderful women who are here, whom I've been seeing on Facebook, who do really well work in their own domains. So, before I start, I would like to quote a few lines from Kiran Majumdar Shaw quote. We all really admire her. She's an idol to many. So, on her lines are like this. I really believe that entrepreneurship is about being able to face failure, manage failure, and succeed after failing. I think this is what is entrepreneurship. And today the discussion is about empowering the empowered women, right? We already are empowered, right? But just that we need little bit of empowering so that we are actually empowered. So now, if you talk about how we can empower women, in fact, I'll be hearing from you all that how you have been doing in your own domains. Basically, what I feel that we need to really promote their successes. We need to really guide them, educate them in generating revenue. We can build their self confidence, and we can help women to regain their self worth also. And we can give them chance to control their income and their lives. So, without wasting much of time, I would like to begin on the session. So, I would like to first panelist is Saumya Aggarwal. Just few lines about her before we come on the questions. Saumya is the co-founder and CEO of Youth for Peace International, working on a vision to empower youth on conflict transformation, providing rehabilitation, support to Rohingya refugees, and advocating for meaningful youth engagement at global level. She has worked with United Network of Young Peace Builders, United Nations for major group of children and youth, Asia Youth Peace Network, and United States Institute of Peace. So many really great organizations you have worked with, Soumya. So let me just begin with first question. Tell us, what is Youth for Peace International?
Sure. Firstly, thank you so much for the invitation today, and I'm really glad to share the journey today with amazing fellow panelists and the viewers we have. So, I started Youth for Peace International after my high school back in December 2015. And the vision was to start my own organization. I had my first startup when I was 13-year old. I started my own arts and dancing school. So I'm
Okay.
a classical dancer. And that's where this whole vision of entrepreneurship and leading uh, and starting my own enterprise was took the shape actually. And when I entered into my college, I felt just going to college, studying, and this is not something who I am. I was finding meaning in my life. I was finding something different that I wanted to do. And I when because the school life and the college life is completely different. You actually see the actual world in the college. So I was
Yeah.
finding what is the need of the hour, what is the one thing that people need, generation young people need at the moment. So I kind of attended more than 60 events where I learned about myself, about my fellow mates, and what is the need, doing a sort of analysis of that. And that's how the Youth for Peace International was shaped. So, Youth for Peace International works in three domains, which is capacity building, ground action, and advocacy. We work with a bottom to top approach, where we build capacities of young people on conflict transformation and peace education, because values like empathy, inclusiveness,
Mhm,
acceptance are somehow missing within our generation
mhm.
and is very much needed. So we conduct experiential learning workshops for them, and we have worked in over 9 countries as of now and over
Okay.
10 states in India. So we conduct these workshops at global, regional, national, and local level. And then we provide rehabilitation support to Rohingya refugees with the focus on trauma healing, holistic education, and bridging inter-community conflict through dialogue. Last but not the least, to amplify the impact of the work we are doing and to bring policy level change, we advocate through policy recommendation with United Nations through UNOY and AYPN. And with them, we advocate for policy level changes and do a lot of creative online campaigns for meaningful youth engagement in peace building processes. So that's about YFPI.
Amazing, Saumya. You're just like the entrepreneurship seed. Actually, you started from class 10. This is really amazing. And of course, the students sitting over here, right, who are watching us, I think it's such an inspiring thing. One should really get inspired. There's no age to start your business. That I know that. But at such young age is really commendable. Really, hats off to you for this wonderful initiative which you have done. So now coming to like when you started this, no? So how was like your family supported you, and then also like did you face any challenges during this because you were so young when you started this, right? Still you are young, but yes, but completing class 10 when you starting this, and now there must be some transformation of thoughts. So how did you like? How was the journey from class 10th until now?
Sure. So I started after my class 12th. So at that time I had the advantage that there wasn't any pressure in terms of supporting my family financially,
Yeah.
but that was the only benefit I had. Now
Okay.
I'll come to challenges, which were countless. So, and talking about the challenges, peace building is a sector which people don't even consider a sector. It's
Mm,
not. It's not a organized field in India.
yeah.
So the vision also is to create that field and organize that sector, because a lot of people are working, but they are in their own world working.
Mm-hmm.
So so a lot of people, even now, they don't even understand the work I'm doing, and that includes even my parents. Like, they still now don't understand the work I'm doing, and how I will be financially sustainable,
Yeah.
how, what is the future of it. Like, these are all those questions that comes to their mind.
Mm-hmm.
And as a young woman, when it used to be about closing the deal, like, people were like, okay, who is the head? In the next meeting, it will be great if you can bring someone with whom we can talk about financials. I
Right.
was like, sir, I'm the one. I will be talking to you, and I will be closing the deal.
Mm-hmm.
So these kind of things, when people don't trust you, don't trust your ability, and don't trust the work you are doing, so that bringing that credibility was
Yeah.
something that took time. And but I trusted the process. There
Mm-hmm.
were failures, but I was, with the time, I was also grooming myself, because I know I started early, which was an advantage, but it doesn't mean I know everything.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
within the journey, I was upscaling my skills,
Mm-hmm.
because as a leader, I'm not born as a leader. I
Yeah.
was building myself as a leader.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very important for me. And also I share this in all my speaker sessions, because people think you have started means you know everything. You started, it's good, but it doesn't mean you know everything. You need that grooming. So I
Mm-hmm.
was very open for learning and unlearning within the process, and I think that was something that really helped me. Being
Mm-hmm.
humble and being grounded was something that really helped me, that people supported, collaborated. And I think that's the only reason I have been able to achieve what I have achieved till now. So yeah.
Amazing. In fact, humble and grounded, one should be really, these two are the basic ingredients for an entrepreneur to actually achieve success in their own lives. And then, like you mentioned, that people didn't took you seriously, they trusted you. But I guess trust is a different factor. They were not able to take you seriously because you were so young. So can you just tell me how many years old this organization is?
It's 5 year old.
5 years.
I was 18 when I started.
So that was the reason. Basically, you're too young. So now I think over a period of time, you must have gained some maturity, but still too young. 18 and 5. No, it's not very good, huge age to actually people should take seriously. But yes, but the kind of work you are doing, kind of associations you have, I'm sure people will definitely take you seriously. And Saumya, all the best to you. I'm sure your parents will be really proud of you, because money is not just everything. The kind of work you are doing, the kind of satisfaction you are getting, and you are impacting life of so many people. I think that's really a tremendous thing which you are doing. All the best to you.
Thank you so much. Thanks a
Yeah.
lot.
So this is really, this is actually geared up the session. Such an inspiring girl. I've never met in my life like you, Saumya. All the best to you. Okay, now coming to next panelist is Pallavi Aggarwal. Pallavi is the founder director of Brainathon Abacus Academy. She's an educationist and teacher by passion and entrepreneur by profession. She holds great interest in imparting knowledge and skills in young children and women who wish to pursue teaching as a career. She currently heads 3 centers of academy in Faridabad, Haryana. So, of course, a great entrepreneur we have today. Pallavi, I would like to ask you, what motivated you to start Brainathon Academy?
Thank you so much, Ms. Aparna. First of all, I would like to thank everyone for giving this platform to put my voice forward to talk about women entrepreneurship. So, as far as my Brainathon Abacus Academy is concerned, if I talk about my journey, I believe once a teacher is always a teacher. Like once a mother is always a mother. When I completed my MBA in 2008, I immediately joined College Management Institute as a lecturer in management department. I was heading the department since the starting management department. I was teaching MBA students over there. I was quite satisfied with my job. I was getting good salary. So after that, when I got married, I pursued the same career after my marriage. I'm based in Faridabad itself. So when my son was born, so I decided to give whole time to my son, as his brother was also important. But being an ambitious woman who has been always career oriented, I wanted to be independent again. I want to pursue something of my own, because I wanted to make balance between my personal life and family life and work life as well. So when I'm having knowledge, when I'm having courage, why should not I do something of my own? This idea of establishing Brainathon Academy floated in my mind. I shared it with my husband, and he fully supported it. And on this platform, I would like to talk about this also, that most of the women in India face such challenges at home itself. First of all, they are discouraged at home. So the entrepreneurship, a successful women within them does not get the opportunity to come out. So I was quite blessed in that arena. Then I established Brainathon Abacus Academy. Gradually, I started teaching young children above the age of 5 years. And I started the flagship program of my academy, that is teacher training program, under which we are training women who are willing to pursue their dream of becoming a teacher of Abacus and Vedic maths. So I only did not become an entrepreneur. Even we are creating entrepreneurs for the nation. That is the main USP. Yeah, we are creating entrepreneurs for the nation, because there are so many women who are having ability, who are having talent within them, but they don't get the opportunity to show it up. So our social structure, Indian social structure is such that gender biased. So we should really work upon that, because we are having so much talent among us, and so that should they should get the opportunity to show it up. So this is how Brainathon Abacus Academy started. After arranging the finances, the first and foremost problem or challenge, you can say, is the finances initially for any entrepreneur, be it a woman or a man, anyone. So being a woman, it multiplies with you, because first of all, you have to fight with the family itself. But I'm quite blessed in that. After arranging the finances, the first problem that came in front of me, that was the arrangement of the place, where I can work, where I start my work from. So I took it as a challenge as far as I took it as an opportunity. So I worked from my home itself, and I worked from my home itself, and then I was able to quite making the balance between my personal life and work life. Then gradually I found a very suitable place. I started my work from there. Then currently I'm having 3 centers in Faridabad itself. We have presence nationwide. Children from all over India, even from USA, Europe, London, many countries are attending classes through online mode.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, women are taking training from us from all over India, from Punjab, you take Gujarat, Rajasthan, Haryana, UP, you name it, we have it.
So in that case, this pandemic has really helped you in getting more customers in that case.
Yeah, I was about to come on that point as well. When as my business, my venture is in the growing phase, expansion mode. So suddenly March, this pandemic came, and I was like, it is going to vanish. But I took it as a challenge, and I converted it into an opportunity, because I immediately started working upon the online platforms. And we connected the children as well as the women from our online platform, and started giving classes, training women, and from through this online platform. And now there are no boundaries. You can go anywhere. Your knowledge, your skills can go anywhere. And many of the women are currently successfully running their own Abacus and Vedic Maths institutes after getting training from us.
Oh, that's lovely. So how many years old your academy is?
My academy is basically 3 years old.
3 years old. So that's wonderful. In 3 years old, you have already have 3 centers in Faridabad. That's amazing. So what are your future plans now? Like, how do you want to, like, maybe you must have some plans, no? Like, okay, in this year, by this year, we'll be making this as a national brand, or maybe we'll go in further states also. We'll give franchisees to various people. So what are your future plans for this?
Yeah, see, already we are on the path of becoming a national brand, because people from all over India, as I have already talked about, women are attending, are getting training from us from all over India. So we have already showed up our presence nationwide on pan-India basis, and now international as well. We have presence in US, UK, London, many countries, Europe. So we are very soon going to launch our online platform through which students will be able to take classes very conveniently through the online platform. The software thing we are launching very soon. The whole study material will be there, and within the next 1 year, we are planning to launch same outside India as well.
Okay, that's good. So in these 3 years of journey, what challenges you faced? Because when you start something, you really meet so many challenges, no? It's very difficult to start your own business. So like what challenges you faced, and how do you overcome those challenges?
Yeah, if we talk about challenges, the first challenge that a woman takes, that people do not take you seriously. Many a times it happens with women very frequently, because in India, if we talk about, only 14% are women who are entrepreneurs, and some who are not by choice. They didn't get any other opportunity, so they become entrepreneurs. And some, like they are initially initiated the entrepreneurship. So when I started my journey, the challenge, first challenge that I faced was of competition in the field in which I'm in, about mental mathematics, Vedic maths. There are cutthroat competition, cutthroat competition. When I started making name in my area, people started coming to my centers like parents, becoming the parents, that we are the parents of the children and we want to admit our child in your academy. But they were not the parents, they were the owners of other academies.
Yeah, mystery customers.
Yeah, right. But that motivated me, never discouraged me. That motivated me because I thought, now I'm becoming famous. It means I'm becoming famous. People are getting jealous, and like I'm imparting some knowledge to the students, to the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when people started taking you seriously, then only these things happen. I feel it.
Oh, that's great. So yes,
Yeah.
challenge is a part of life in our. So we have to. It's not that only after 3 years or 4 years challenges are over. No, it is always there. The moment your entrepreneurship life is moving on, the challenges are going parallel with you. No, so that's a
Yeah.
part of life. We need to really accept that. And coming that, like people take us seriously. It happens. I think we should not meet people with this mindset that they will not take us seriously. The moment
Yeah.
we explain about a business, the moment we present ourselves, I'm sure they will start taking us seriously now, because now there are so many women who have come out now. Either they are self-employed, they are working from home, or they have their own setups. Now, women is actually it has actually, the transition has taken place now. We need to
Yeah.
just bring in more people. So for that, I think now the next panelist, and of course, all the best to you, Pallavi. Have more and more success in your life. You may go to many more centers. And I wish I'm from Lucknow. I really look forward that you open one center in Lucknow also.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Pallavi. Now, moving on, like I mentioned, that people should start taking us seriously now. For this, there is a person who has actually taken this task, and now women will be taken seriously. Our next panelist is Latika Wadhwa. She doesn't need any introduction. Everybody knows Mompreneur Circle. She's the founder and CEO of Mompreneur Circle, an award-winning platform of more than 7 lakh plus women, married women and mothers who are running their business ventures across 25 cities. Latika is a serial entrepreneur and successfully running 3 of her ventures. She's on a mission to help the married women entrepreneurs and mothers kickstart their entrepreneurial journey, and through the platform get all support and take their venture in the next level. Through Mompreneur Circle, Latika is helping the women in business through brand advertising, marketing, mentoring, conducting workshops, organizing business networking opportunities, etc. She's also been awarded with the Women of Future Awards, Social Achievers Awards, and nominated for ICICI Bank Advantage Women Awards, and many more in the pipeline, Latika, for you. So over to Latika. Latika, are you there? Can you see me?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Aparna, for this lovely introduction.
I'm a huge fan of yours, by the way. Okay. Now, the first and foremost, everybody would like to know why and how you started this platform.
So, well, I'll say there was a personal calling into this. So, this
Okay.
platform, what started was as a pilot project in 2015. It was a time when I was also planning to get married, and I was already a successful entrepreneur before starting Mompreneur Circle, and I could see many entrepreneurs who were just giving up their when dreams once they're getting married. Because I have
Yeah.
a lot of other friends, and once they are becoming mothers, some are into job sector, some are also have just started their dreams, but then they all are just giving it up. So there was a personal calling that what will happen to my venture once I get married. So I
Yeah.
discussed the same with my partner, and then we started it as a pilot project where we discussed a lot about with other women entrepreneurs the challenges that they were facing, what kind of problems that they're having. And one thing that we found out was that once a woman becomes a mother, especially when a mother,
Yeah.
then there comes a guilt factor that it should be my dreams, or now my dreams should be associated with my child. And therein I could sense that this is a market and this is a segment that actually needs a little more attention. And that is how we started Mompreneur Circle and focusing the moms in business more.
Yeah.
And then it's been now going to be 4 years, and slowly and gradually, once we started, it was only in one city, and now we are like expanded to 25 cities.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
what really worked was for us was the other women who came up as a support system. So whenever we say it's Mompreneur circle, so that circle, we don't say it's a circle of empowerment, because every
Yeah.
woman, as you also said, is already empowered. It's
Hmm.
just a circle of togetherness where everybody is coming together, supporting each other and helping each other. And even
Correct.
the pandemic has seen that how the workloads have increased on women. And
Hmm.
this where Mompreneur Circle fits in, wherein we act as a supportive platform for all these women, not in terms of like helping them excel in their business, but also a 360-degree wherein if they need any support, wherein they're facing issue with their child, and because of that, their business is getting impacted. So we help them get the experts who can help them solve that problem,
Right, right.
any kind of relationship issues. So it's not only their business, but everything that is related to their life, which can impact their business, is also looked after by us. So that is
Yeah,
how what we
yeah.
do.
Because this pandemic has really affected everybody, and now since the women is, we are doing multitasking, and because of this pandemic also we are doing work from home and work for home. So there are two things we are doing at the same time. So it's really, and then due to this we get under stress and the depression, that how we can do all these things. So you must be facing such issues regularly, because you have a huge platform, and then people really engage too much on your platform. So you must be getting these kind of things also quite frequently.
So yes, so I let me tell you that the challenges that were initially when the COVID came during March, and the
Yeah.
challenges now is little, because now everything is getting opener.
Hmm.
But every day, like if I talk about a women entrepreneur who is in tier one city, her challenges compared to a woman who's in tier three city are quite different.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
what we did was like we have seen. So we started with a chat show, wherein what we did was we were like started the women who have taken any action and who are doing something incredible during these times. We have started bringing them and featuring them. And in
Okay.
that way, it worked as a kind of a motivation for the other women entrepreneurs. So this is how it
Fantastic. Yeah.
started, like because they and the challenges that we have seen is someone who's facing a workforce issue, someone who is into making products or into a factory kind of a setup
Hmm.
wherein the labors,
Yeah.
because labor force was totally going away due to this
Hmm.
pandemic,
Yeah.
and some people are facing challenges because they were into beauty industry. For example,
Hmm.
someone who's into a beauty industry, and
Correct.
then it came as
Hmm.
a halt. So every
Yeah.
challenge for every women entrepreneur was little different. So what we did was we first acted as a motivation platform so that we bring in more and more other women and they can together support each other. So
Hmm.
everybody and every day is a learning process over there. And apart from that, also the challenges right now, if I'll talk about, is to extend their reach. So again, with the platform, we are coming up various initiatives through which they can reach to their target customers. Because
Okay.
now money is one important thing, which is
Yeah.
a problem because a lot of businesses were at halt. So for
Hmm.
them, now we are bringing a lot of customized solutions. So
Hmm.
at every stage, we are like saying that we are there, our helping hand is there, and for every person, we are designing things according to their own good. So this
Okay.
is how for this pandemic, we are helping them face their challenges.
So what all support your platform provide to women? Like, because it's a huge platform, huge community, and you have been spread across. So like what all support is there from, apart from like coming on the platform, what else they
So
all do?
what we do is we also for them we also provide marketing facilities, since we are like our core niche is into marketing and
Okay.
advertising.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my background also. So I have my expertise into that. So we help them in their social media management. We also help them into website curation. So whatever is required for making their business excel. Apart from that, what we do is a lot of workshops. Earlier time we were doing a lot of offline summits kind of thing, workshops, mentorship programs. But post, like since the time
Yeah.
COVID has come, a lot
Mm.
of things we have taken online, wherein we are inviting a lot of experts from different industries who can guide them, and
Mm.
one-to-one mentoring sessions we are doing for them. Apart from that, a lot of campaigns wherein we are helping them to come forward and also to advertise their own brands. So
Okay.
it's coming to the platform, they can advertise, coming to the
Yeah.
platform, any query, any problem they are facing, they can post there. We also have a feature, like we have seen a lot of women don't want to open up about themselves, and this
Mm.
COVID scenario has seen that. So
Yeah.
we have also a feature of anonymous, wherein we, on behalf of them, just put the query, and then whatever is the feedback from the members, and then that we share with them.
Oh,
So it's
that's
like,
lovely.
so that's also one of the things that we do for them. Then we have a lot of bloggers with us, because there is one team which is mom bloggers. Through them also we are spreading a lot of other things, and also targeting issues that women are facing in the form of our story prompts. Because storytelling is one of the ways through which
Yeah,
we are extending and taking this issue to the next level. So it's like various campaigns we are doing, but the core remains the same, helping them reach to the
yeah.
next level. So whether it's about extending their reach, getting them customers, both offline and online, that we are looking after, or getting a support for whatever problems they are facing, that's how we are helping them.
In fact, in this post-COVID also, like earlier, which we were not able to do things, now we have started doing online, because now earlier when it was not online, we have not even thought of that we can do these things online as well. No, earlier like used to go a certain city, do events, incur so much of cost. Now at least you are sitting at one place, reaching across the globe. So I think sometimes some things are really boon for us also, like post-COVID, which I feel that. So in that applies to your community as well, no? Like you're sitting at one place, you're able to reach out so many women, solve their problems, and of course market them at the same time. So Latika, that's a wonderful thing you're doing, and really may you reach more cities and go reach global as well, because now
Thank you.
everything is at a click, so you can reach anywhere now. Thank you so much. All the best to you,
Thank you,
Latika.
Aparna.
Now moving on, a last panelist. Again, a wonderful and amazing person, Pallavi Barnwal. She's a TEDx speaker, intimacy coach, author, columnist, founder of GetIntimacy. It is a pleasure, positive platform, sparking liberated, informed discussions and stories on sexuality. Pallavi's work has been featured on n number of platforms, Huffington Post, BBC, Deccan Chronicle, India Today, Femina, list is endless actually. Mumbai Mirror, Indian Express, Times of India, Pune Times, Women of Sex Tech, The Week, The Hindu, The Logical Indian, and many more newspapers and magazines of repute. Welcome, Pallavi. So first of all, the
Hi.
first question is about your venture. Do tell us about this more, and when have you started this? How you started, and why this venture? So many questions together.
I mean, I always believe this is from my personal experience that, I felt that if you want a easy life, if you want a hard life, have easy conversations. If you want an easy life, have hard conversations. And sex is a very hard conversation.
Yeah.
And there is a lot of reluctance, ignorance, and I've been working in this field for 3 years, and it came from my own personal journey, followed by my research into the space of sexual wellness in this country. So I had been, I actually had been in a sexless marriage for 5 years, and then I took a divorce after 2 years. And for me, for those 5 years, I was completely okay, and I was not okay, because sex is a part of well-being. It's basically a part of our, we have sexual health, we have sexual well-being, and yet there is a lot of stigma around this very, very important part of intimacy. It's
Yeah.
basically a very integral part of relationship intimacy between a couple, in a couple. So suffering on my own, and then as a divorced woman, when I got divorced and when I declared that I'm divorced, and I started meeting men. I wanted to explore entrepreneurship. So I met a lot of men, investors, and surprisingly, a lot of them kind of felt that, okay, it's okay to have a extramarital affair. And I was being very ethical person. I'm someone who really goes by the honesty. So I felt like, then I realized that there is so much of cheating happening around. There is so much of cheating,
Yeah.
and it is all the more easy because of technology. Like you have dating apps, you have WhatsApp, and it's very, very easy to connect to someone, and you have so many options. Like the commitment to a relationship has less than. So I was completely taken aback. Like, what is this happening? I mean, why I did not know this. So I started off as an author. I didn't start as an entrepreneur. I started writing about my stories.
Good.
How my mother said that, no, your biological clock is running, so you should plan a kid. So I became a mother at 27, 37. I'm 37, I have a 10-year-old. So I just became mother because I thought that, yeah, really my biological clock is running. So even in terms of planning a child, there was no preparation. I went through postpartum depression, after having a child. I was very depressed. I was like this cranky child, it was nowhere near those Johnson and Baby ads that showed a cuddly baby. Like, I had to have sleepless nights, and I was like, what's this? I was not prepared for this. Like, okay, I was not prepared for the changed body. When I was I was getting my stitches cut. I tell you, this is the gynecological view of the sexuality of a mother. So she said, okay, एक हफ्ते बाद आकर कॉपर टी लगवा जाना. मेरे कॉपर टी तो लगवाऊं, पहले मेरा मन तो हो. Like, I don't even feel like getting intimate because this is like, okay, I have to change diapers, and there were parental conflicts. So summing it all, I was not prepared for having a good sexual life in my marriage. Post my marriage, even before marriage, when I would meet men. So this is something 10 years back. Now I have a younger sister, in my mom's family. She's from my mom's family, and she's a homosexual. Now she says, "Didi, अगर मेरे घर में किसी को पता चला कि मैं homosexual हूँ, तो मुझे disown कर देंगे."
Yeah.
Things remain the same. Nothing has changed. So my work is to it's more of a conversation platform where I create discussions around it, and thankfully we are a community of around 30,000 users now, and they talk about it. They talk about it on LinkedIn, they talk about it on Facebook, and I think that's like, they talk about how a woman's right is to insist for contraception. Like, if she's dating a man and the man says koi baat nahi, I will pull out, you won't get pregnant, she should insist that no. And there are so many women who are coming up with these stories that, are the boys they were dating, they were insisting on unprotected sex, ki kuch nahi hoga, theek ho jayega. And they didn't have that voice, insist on contraception. Giving the facts, in India, 1/3 of pregnancies are teenage pregnancies. This is the official quoted number. 1 in 3 women get sexually abused. India is the rape capital of the world. We have had cases, that these gang rapes that has been Hathras, Hyderabad rape. So we need sex education. Sex education is important, and it's even a life skill education. Stated by United Nations that our youth is not prepared for a healthy sexuality.
True. So, this is amazing. You have 30,000 people right now with you, right? Amazing. And also, like, talking about like this thing, like, because we call ourselves modern in thoughts, right? The way we dress, we think that we are really modern, but then somewhere around the line we still think this is a taboo topic. We don't discuss it very openly at home, or even with our friends. Maybe sometime with friends you can, but not normally. No, so it must be very difficult for you to convince people, your family, your friends, that you are starting this kind of thing. So tell us about it also.
Yeah, so I think as Pallavi also said, the challenges she turned into opportunities, and I think the biggest challenge was the reluctance to talk. Everyone wanted to talk. Like, whenever I would run anonymous surveys, I would get so many stories. There's like people want to talk, people share. They have no one to go reach out to. Like in India, we have that sexologist. या तो वो train पे अगर आप जाते हो कभी, तो you will see हाकिम दवाखाना.
Yes.
Yeah, either it is Shigrapatan. So either it is the sexologist that is on the very remote corner with a yellow board, and no one wants to go to a sexologist. So I felt that it's also about giving it a very relatable image that, oh, you can talk about it. Sex is not necessarily associated with porn. Like when you think of sex, it comes porn. And sex is also about Kama Sutra. India is the land of Kama Sutra. And Kama Sutra is the wonderful text. It's been highly misinterpreted. So challenges ye the ki people already had this block that sex is porn. They is the first place where they see sex, and this gets entrenched in their minds. Ki agar sex matlab porn, sex is equivalent to porn. So to break that mindset that no, sex is refinement, sex is pleasure, sex is desire, sex doesn't mean this. Like I always say, sex doesn't mean this. Sex means communication and intimacy, nuance, right, subtlety. So I think the biggest challenge was still, which I feel like now I feel that I've created a space. It's a very niche space.
Yeah.
But the challenge is like, how do you mainstream the conversation? And the mainstreaming the conversation is the challenge.
Mm-hmm. So how do you like work it out? Like do you conduct some workshops like with those colleges and all? How do you do it? Like how do you want to how you outreach people for this? No?
So thankfully, I think media has a big role to play because they actually embrace me with open arms. Like as a woman talking about it, sex in India, I had that kind of advantage where I was frequently featured. Like there was a time when I was featured every now even I get featured every month, but at least every week I was getting featured. So one is where when media started endorsing me. So then people felt like, no, she is a woman, she talks about sex, but she appeared on Hindu and she appeared on Times of India. So that was like, okay, how is it possible? And then coming from a good academic background, I think that helped. So about, yes, the solutions, how the solution is I myself work as a coach. Like I've trained myself. So I'm a trained educator in comprehensive sexuality education. I work with a couple of NGOs, groundwork, like working in communities, giving sex education to slum communities, adolescents, working in the space of HIV awareness. So
Okay.
I had that experience 2 years with NGOs, groundwork NGOs, followed by a lot of certifications, being certified in almost 10 plus degrees. So constantly, innovating. Like it's not like, okay, I've been here. Like Saumya said that, you really don't know all of it. So
Yeah.
even I feel that at present. And yeah, blogging. So we write blogs. We have a website where we write blogs on all different sections, whether it is LGBTQ, sexual abuse. We get a lot of sexual abuse stories, about orgasm. Okay, so we write about orgasm, we write about communication, sexual health. So this is the blog part of it where we curate the content, we Indianize the content, more importantly, bringing the Indian stories, bringing the Indian tradition, culture. We have a YouTube channel. I work as a sexual wellness coach with a lot of corporate clients. Like I work with contraceptive companies, these companies who manufacture these medicines for male performance anxiety.
Okay.
So couple of companies. There is this lingerie company. So I take sexual wellness shows for them. I think and yes, we do take workshops and we run courses also. We run courses on orgasm, like how you can get your orgasm, how you can actually learn about your body, how you can porn de-addiction courses. Like there are a lot of porn addicts. There are a lot of sex addicts. So we are also launching courses and online workshops. Yes, we do a lot of online workshops.
That's amazing. It's so wonderful to really speak to you all, four amazing women who are doing really incredible work. And if you are just like maybe 3, 4, 5 years old in business and doing extremely well, I really all the best to you. Maybe I don't know what happens when you go to 10 years or 15 or 20 years of your business. Really amazing. The graph is really going high, and wish you all very best so that you really achieve all milestones in your life. And of course, challenge is a part of life. It will always be there. So let's make it parallel with your success and reach to your goals. Thank you, everybody. And thank you, NIET, for giving me this opportunity to speak to these ladies. And even I'm also inspired hearing with such wonderful views. And over to you, sweetie. Thank you.
It was truly a wonderful event. I would like to thank all the panelists for expressing their views and motivating everyone simultaneously. I'm honored to thank each and everyone here on behalf of Technology Business Incubator, NIET University. We are glad that you were able to take out the time to be present here. Have a wonderful day.